Welcome back. Happy new days to you, and welcome to the best days of your life. Today, we are looking at inner conversation. How do you speak to you? Are you kind to you? Are you your best friend? What does your inner conversation look like, right? And when we're talking about this inner conversation, we're including imagination, right? So when you're daydreaming, when you're off in deep thought, when you are just creating these scenarios and movie screens in your head, what do they look like? Are they filled with positivity? Or do you find that you oftentimes are daydreaming about negative outcomes? Negative ways of life. You are daydreaming about things that just don't benefit or align with your better good, right? And so what we find is this inner conversation is shaped so early on. Like this inner conversation is shaped between the ages of infancy and 5. You have already developed this inner conversation with yourself, and it is based upon how you view yourself. It is based upon your self-esteem levels, and it's based upon the people who are rearing you, who are helping to mold you into this adult. How do they speak to you? You often pick up on that conversation, and that is how you have your inner conversation. So sometimes we can see that there's a lot of trouble with our inner conversations because we have not been spoken to in a positive light. So, what are we working towards is reshaping that inner conversation to align with the things that we desire in life, to align with our divine true selves that is filled with prosperity, abundance, light, love, happiness, right? So, we want that inner conversation to match that. Your inner conversation needs to match and align with the things that you want out of life. So if you are saying, I want more love, your inner conversation needs to be filled with love. Speak to yourself like you would speak to an infant, right? Because we are reparenting ourselves. We're giving ourselves the things that we need most in life. We're giving ourselves positive conversation, positive self love, positive self talk, right? And we have to be very intentional with that. And very intentional means that we are acknowledging when we have those negative self talk and we're redirecting ourselves, right? So I'm not redirecting myself with judgment, right? I'm not focusing in on, oh my God, you're being negative, you're being negative. Instead, I am changing that negative tone to a positive tone that would better align with what I want in life. This inner conversation should be filled with what you wish to see around you, right? So when I'm off in these deep thoughts and I'm off and I'm daydreaming, I want to make sure that I am daydreaming about the outcomes that I desire most, that my imagination has a alignment and correlation with what it is that I want to manifest in this physical tangible realm of life. So we're acknowledging that inner conversation, right? And we're noticing, okay, am I nice to me? Do I speak to me in a kind manner? And another way to really help yourself create more of that positive self-talk is using affirmations, right? And it you can use these affirmations to help you align in any way that you need it, right? So if you notice that I tend to have these low vibrational thoughts about my self-esteem, this is an opportunity to help you train your subconscious mind to know that you are beautiful, you are important, you're special, you're light, your love, right? Because that is your divine true self, right? So here you might try, I am beautiful, right? Here's that affirmation. We have it on a sticky note. And now you want to place this somewhere that you have to see every day, right? So this might be a mirror in the bathroom. This might be on the steering wheel of the car. This might be on top of your notebook, right? And you're saying, I am beautiful. You're using these affirmations to help shape that inner conversation. Your inner conversation It's a reflection of your thoughts. It's a reflection of how you feel about yourself, how you feel about others, how you feel about the world around you. That inner conversation is going to help you to manifest the things that you desire. So the inner conversation needs to be what you want more of, right? So we're not going to waste our imagination. We're not going to waste our energy thinking of these negative outcomes. And when we notice, hey, I'm having negative thoughts, I'm not going to focus in on a negative thought. I'm just going to redirect myself, right? Redirect myself to a more positive, lighter thought. Also, inner conversation with self. A lot of times we are literally replaying negative outcomes that we have had in the past, right? So we might be replaying a bad breakup, replaying the loss of a loved one, right? Let's not do that. We know that replaying those thoughts, replaying those events does not create more positive energy around us. Ask yourself, how did that thought make me feel? If that thought made you feel sad, made you feel unwanted, made you feel hurt, it is not the thought that you want to continue in, right? So we're changing that inner conversation by acknowledging when we're not having thoughts that better us, okay? So I want you to go check out. I have another video that is helping you to change states, right? Shift states, because sometimes that's necessary. When you're noticing, I'm in a sad state, I'm in a state that is not going to produce more prosperity. How can I shift? I am putting that video below so you can check that one out. If you enjoyed this video, find it useful, beneficial for you, send to a friend, send to someone else who is working to change that inner conversation, who is working to acknowledge that when I'm having these low vibrational thoughts, it's going to create a low vibrational realm around me that is what? Going to be attracted to other low vibrational ideals and thoughts and perspectives. So we are changing that inner conversation. Send to a friend or family member who is also working to do that. Enjoy your day and welcome to the best days of your life.